door, please?
Hello and welcome to Crimewatch. I'm Naraza Ismail and this is my co-host ASP Obek Kam.
Hello.
Between May and July 1993, 11 motorbikes, mostly of the same model, were stolen from all over Singapore. Marina Boulevard, Geylang, Cascaden Road and several from Woodlands Housing Estate.
The missing bikes were mainly Yamaha TZRs and most of them were never recovered. They just disappeared. After weeks of intelligence gathering, police caught the culprits, members of a motorcycle gang. This is what happened.
On most nights, this stretch of highway in Johor Bahru is quiet, except for the occasional vehicle going north. But on some nights, it turns into a racetrack. They were members of the Monte Carlo motorbike gang. For thrills and spills, they raced their bikes in Johor Bahru, sometimes within their own group, sometimes with others. Tonight was just another of those regular nights of excitement and danger. Rahmat, or Bota as everyone calls him because of his short haircut, enjoyed motorbikes. The only problem was, the bikes were usually not his.
400 boleh terus saya sampai. Tak gila. Ha.
The sudden spate of bike thefts all over the island got the Jurong Police Station's vehicle theft squad going. There weren't too many leads, but enough for the officers to get started on their investigations.
So far, there are 4 cases of motorcycle theft reported in Woodlands and 10 other cases reported in other division. I look at it, the pattern is the same. It could be the work of one person or one gang.
There's a group of motorcycle gang that I know of, used to go racing in JB. It could be even them who are responsible of stealing this bike in Woodland and riding them across the causeway.
Okay, we work on that.
After weeks of investigations, police sources revealed more information about the motorbike gang.
Ada apa? Bang, ada lubang bang, bagus bang. Ini grup motor, Monte Carlo Group. Sekarang ramai duduk dekat blok 349 Woodland bang. Ramai? Ramai. Bagus tu.
Members of the Monte Carlo motorbike gang congregated at the void deck of Block 349 Woodlands every night around 8 o'clock. They frequented nightclubs in JB together and were always seen riding different motorbikes. Most telling of all was the leader of the group, none other than Bota himself. Rahmat bin Yusof was 24 and had a track record. He had been charged for inconsiderate driving, using a vehicle without the owner's consent and without a license. In 1986, when he was just 17, he was sent to the Reformatory Training Centre and disqualified from driving. The price he paid for stealing a motorbike. Could Bota be back at his old game? At around the same time, a stolen motorbike was recovered in JB by Malaysian police. It had been one of those stolen from Woodlands. By this time, evidence against Bota was starting to pile up. Singapore police began to move into high gear. An ambush was planned to arrest Bota on the 23rd of September 1993. Two officers waited for Bota at his haunt, Block 349. Another 2 waited at the Woodlands bus terminus. At around 7:30 in the evening, information from a source confirmed that Bota had been spotted.
Target is leaving for your direction. He's wearing a blue t-shirt and blue jeans. He's taking service number 178.
Target already in the bus about to leave terminus.
Okay, move in. Police! Kota! Police! Jangan lari! Lari! Apa ni? Jam saya!
Under interrogation, Bota admitted to stealing 11 motorcycles, either by himself or with the help of some of his friends in the Monte Carlo gang. That same night, around midnight, Bota led police to a house in a kampong in the outskirts of Johor Bahru. This was where he and his Malaysian friends used to hang out together. They were accompanied by Malaysian police.
Mana Hari dan kawan-kawannya berada sekarang?
Awak tunjukkan saya mana Hari dan kawan-kawan mereka sembunyi. Di mana rumah mereka?
Situ bang, betul di situ.
Betul ni rumah mereka?
Betul bang.
Okey, kopral. Polis! Buka pintu. Siapa Hari?
Saya je. Apa ni, Cik?
These men sometimes bought stolen motorbikes or spare parts from Bota and even acted as middlemen, finding buyers for his bikes.
Beritahu saya mana barang motor yang kamu terima.
Barang motor apa ni, Cik? Apa ni?
Sekarang kamu menang botak dah ditangkap oleh Jurong Polis. Sekarang beritahu saya mana tu barang motor.
Kat belakang, Cik.
At the back of the house, motorbike parts like frames, tires and exhaust pipes were found. They were all from bikes stolen by Bota. 3 Malaysians were arrested. The next day, the police went into JB again with Bota. This time, he showed them a well where he had disposed a motorbike engine block. In the undergrowth near a rubber plantation, a rusting motorcycle frame was found. It had been stored there waiting for a buyer. With the recovery of evidence, other members of the gang were also arrested. Bota also explained how he operated. Bota was a lorry attendant with no fixed address, but he had been living in a friend's quarters in a construction site during the few months in 1993 when he was actively stealing motorbikes. Bota would hang out with his biker friends at Block 349 Woodlands on most nights. They also went into JB together to see their Malaysian friends and to patronize night spots. On September the 2nd, 1993, Bota decided to make use of a friend, Iskandar. He had invited Iskandar to go with him to JB. They arranged to meet at Block 349.
Betul, asal lambat.
Sorry ya Is, kau ada hal lah. Motor kau rosak, bawa workshop. Kau nak pergi pakai motor kawan aku lah. Mak sana kau tunggu sekejap
Cepat sikit lah.
Okey.
Bota then went to the other end of the block and walked around the car park looking for a bike to steal. Using the key of another stolen motorbike, he managed to start the bike. They rode straight to Woodlands checkpoint. He parked the bike in a car park in JB and then went back to Singapore in a taxi. Iskandar still didn't know what was happening.
Okey.
The next night, Bota went into JB again and showed the bike to his Malaysian contact.
Duduk. Ni motor.
Macam boleh? Set.
Puas hati. Boleh tahan, babe. Berapa harga tu?
Members yang macam RM200 macam.
200 ya? 200 jadi ya. 200 mesti set.
A deal was struck. It was as simple as that. But an occupation Botak paid dearly for. Rahmat bin Yusuf was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment for 11 counts of motorcycle theft. 2 of his friends were sentenced to 1 month and 4 months for their part in some of the thefts. 4 others were placed under probation. The 3 Malaysians were dealt with by the Malaysian authorities.
Rahmat bin Yusuf is still serving out his 6-year sentence.
We'll go for a break now. When we come back, some tips on how to ensure your motorcycle does not become an easy target for thieves. So stay tuned. Welcome back. Well, motor vehicle thefts have been going down over the last 3 years. In 1992, there were 3,491 cases reported, but last year the number dropped to 2,602. And up to June this year, there were 1,288 cases. Almost 70% of the stolen vehicles have been recovered.
But motorcycles and scooters are still the main targets of motor thieves, and that's mostly due to negligence. Like every other Saturday night, Ridwan and Yati would go to the East Coast Park for a stroll. They parked at their usual spot and decided not to take their helmets along with them since they were not going to be very far and would be able to keep an eye on the bike. Or so they thought. Well, that could have been prevented if Ridwan had not taken the security of his motorcycle for granted. The first thing to do is to park your motorcycle in a well-lit car park. Then, make sure you remove the ignition key. It is important to always secure your motorcycle whenever you leave it unattended, even if it is only for a few minutes. Additional good locks and security devices such as this can act as crime deterrents. You can buy this lock, for instance, for about $40 at any motorcycle accessory shop. Although no lock is totally foolproof, they will make your bike more difficult to steal. Police records show that motorcycles are more likely to be stolen if they only have the inbuilt locks, that is, those that come with the bike when you first buy it. So if you don't want to lose your bike, make sure it's locked properly.
So, if you take the necessary precautions, you can avoid being an easy target for motorcycle thieves.
But if your vehicle does get stolen, report immediately to the police with full details. Give us your vehicle's registration number, make, model, color and any other distinguishing features. This will help us look out for it and prevent it from getting out of the country.
You shouldn't just take the security of your vehicle for granted. You should also consider your safety whilst riding on the road. Good riding habits are just as important to ensure you have a safe ride.
Accidents involving motorcyclists decreased by 251 from 3,412 cases in 1993 to 3,211 cases in 1994. A decrease of 7.3%.
Unfortunately, in the first 6 months of this year, such incidents have gone up again. 64 motorcyclists and pillion riders died on the road, compared with 52 for the same period last year. So how can you ride safe and stay alive?
It certainly is one of the most popular means of getting around. Many are allured by its speed and sense of freedom, but with the thrill and excitement comes the dangers. Motorcyclists and pillion riders continue to be the most vulnerable group of road users. Two motorcyclists and pillion riders die in road traffic accidents every week. And more than 50% of those who suffered serious injuries are motorcyclists. The most common cause of accidents is the failure to have proper control of the motorcycle due to speeding. Do not speed. It reduces one's ability to react to the ever-changing traffic conditions. Failure to look out for hidden vehicles or turning without care is taking unnecessary risk. Other common causes of accidents include disobeying traffic signals, overtaking dangerously and riding under the influence of alcohol. Do not tailgate or follow the vehicle in front too close. The rider won't have enough time to stop if the vehicle in front brakes suddenly. The pillion rider is also vulnerable, if not more so. Out of the fatal motorcycle accidents in 1994, 21 involved pillions. 41 suffered serious injuries. The pillion rider should ride in a posture in coordination with the rider. Otherwise, it might affect the balance of the motorcycle and this could result in an accident. Wear proper riding attire like this to give some kind of protection against abrasions and cuts should you skid and fall. A safety helmet is a must.
The more severe injuries that we see are usually involving the head and neck, and these are the ones that are usually fatal. Subsequently, they may have injuries involving the chest and the abdomen, as well as the pelvis. These are also dangerous to the patient because if they are not treated fast enough, they will also die. Ankle and heel flap injuries are very disastrous. They can leave the patient with a very painful and deformed foot, so much so that even with reconstructive surgery, they may not be able to walk properly ever again. And for a young person, this is absolutely disastrous.
So it's worth keeping to the safety rules, like slowing down at traffic lights. Even if the vehicle in front fails to give way, there's time to stop. Always ride in the center of the lane and don't squeeze in between lanes. Do not weave in and out. And always be alert for vehicles which you can't see when traveling behind large vehicles such as lorries or buses. Motorcyclists should have their headlights on all the time to increase their visibility on the roads.
From 1st November this year, motorcyclists will be required by law to switch on their headlights day or night as long as they're on the road. And by 1997, all newly registered motorcycles will have to be fitted with an automatic switch-on device for their headlights.
And remember, it's really everyone's responsibility to drive safely. If you drive a car, pay more attention to the motorcyclist next to you. And if you ride a bike, do take extra care.
Next, a robbery at the Jurong Fish Market on Tuesday, the 20th of June this year. You may be able to help us find the missing puzzle. Welcome back. On 20th June this year, a robbery took place at the Jurong Fish Market. Piecing together information gathered so far, this is what we think happened.
Police believe this is what happened. It was 7:30 in the morning on the 20th of June this year. 37-year-old Tan Ha Po had just finished auctioning off his daily supply of chilled prawns at the Jurong Central Fish Market. He had collected the day's takings and was on his way to his office at the administrative block about 100 meters away. But he decided first to stop by his car to deposit the plastic container filled with coins. According to an eyewitness, a maroon car with license plate number SBE 8171 was last seen driving off.
The robbers got away with $30,000 in cash and $100,000 worth of crossed checks. They were seen leaving the scene in a maroon Honda Accord, plate number SBE 8171L. The car was recovered 4 days later at the car park of Block 31 Teban Gardens. The number plate was discovered to be false. The first man was believed to be in his 30s, about 1.79 meters tall, medium built and had straight, normal length hair. He was wearing a purple t-shirt and had a revolver with him.
If you saw the robbery or anyone fitting these descriptions loitering around the Jurong Fish Market on the morning of 20th of June this year, please call us on our hotline 1-800-225-0000. All information will be kept strictly confidential.
Also, if you saw anyone loitering around or leaving a red car with a license plate number, once again, SBE 8171L at the car park of Block 31 Teban Gardens on the 20th of June this year, please call us.
The car was reported stolen from the car park of Block 93 Whampoa Drive on 10th June between 12:45 to 7:25 a.m. The number once again, 1-800-225-0000.
Well, that's it for Crime Watch tonight. See you again next month. Good night.
Good night.
Hello, police.
Good evening, welcome to Crime Watch. I'm Noraza Ismail and this is my co-host ASP Obek Kam.
Hello. In this episode, we'll take a look at the unsolved murder of Tam Tin Tak.
We'll also be exposing the tricks of con men and what you and your family can do to avoid being a victim.
But first, the brutal murder and gang attack in Marsiling on 14th December 1990 and how the police solved the case.
So the police will never catch us.
14 December 1990, a nightmare for many.
Please confirm, a male Indian has been pronounced dead.
1 dead and 5 seriously injured. They all had one thing in common. They were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They were innocent passers-by.
It was right here that Siva Pragasam died from excessive bleeding. He had suffered multiple stab wounds and a fatal gash on his head. All the other injured persons were passers-by who had no idea who their assailants were or why they were attacked. And all that the police knew was that it was a gang attack. Beyond that, there were few clues as to what really happened.
Can you tell us what happened?
Even those who were attacked couldn't offer any additional information. Crime Watch talked to one such injured passerby. He was on his way home from his Christmas shopping when he was attacked. The attack has affected his chances of starting a family.
It's already ruined my life, you know. I think like it's waste already. Now I can't get married. The whole thing is destroyed, man. So it's not worth getting married. You shouldn't do to a good person. You all fight, you all will fight. But don't come and destroy innocent people's lives. And now you see my life is wasted. Another 4 guys, one got a kidney problem, I think. One guy they removed 1 kidney.
Hey, man, this is bad.
Investigation started right here at the scene of crime.
Martin, I want you to conduct inquiries from the resident around, see whether anybody see anything, okay?
The murder scene at Marsiling Drive was found to be the operating ground of a gang which used the name of a defunct secret society, Gi Leng Ho. Inspector Low Hock Peng of the Special Investigation Section and officers from the Secret Society's branch formed the investigating team. For the next 2 weeks, the team worked through the night conducting inquiries. Several raids, codenamed Mini Operation Eagle, were mounted at the Marsiling Drive. More than 20 Secret Society members were picked up for questioning, but the team still couldn't make much headway. The raids were subsequently extended to Jurong, Yishun and Serangoon. In total, more than 100 Secret Society members were rounded up for questioning.
Where were you that night?
I was at home.
Hey, Raju, come on.
But all those rounded up gave different versions of the attack.
At home every day.
We have seen you before.
After extensive interviews, the team narrowed their focus to a gang that was operating at Taman Jurong Market. But beyond that, none of the 100 members picked up were able to shed light on who were involved in the attack. The gang responsible had done a good job in covering up.
When was the last time you met your gang members? I don't know anything, sir. I wasn't there. I wasn't involved.
But the team did not give up. Their extensive enquiries soon paid off when they re-interviewed one of the gang members a month after the attack. This time, they established that the assailants were from a gang operating at Taman Jurong. The team also found out about Tan, the person who helped the gang rent a van for the attack.
Through Tan, the team confirmed that one Kuna Segaran was involved in the gang attack. His arrest led to the arrest of 14 other members of the gang.
But of the 14 gang members arrested, 7 were under 18 years of age and some were as young as 15. What happened? Why were they involved?
I was a 15-year-old student at the time of the incident. My parents were divorced and there was no one to guide me of what was right and what was wrong. My gang leader was very good to me. He bought me drinks, food, cigarettes. And he told me the benefit of joining the secret society, and I did join.
The younger members were recruited into the gang through the use of simple treats like cigarettes.
Then how's yours?
25-year-old Segar was the head man of the gang. After he took over the leadership, he wanted to attract more young people. He began making friends with young students and luring them into the group. Soon he had 40 members under him. The problem started in early 1990 when Nagan Tharan, a member of Segar's gang, met other members of a rival group. They tried recruiting him.
I got my people already. I don't want to see your face here. Understand? Hopefully I don't see your face here.
Yes, lah.
Nagan Tharan complained to the group about the threats, but they didn't take him seriously. Nagan Tharan continued to be harassed by the rival group. At first, the senior members of the group thought nothing of it.
Stop first. We celebrate first. You don't talk first. Come.
It wasn't until another member, Mahendran, threatened to leave the group and other members showed signs of doing the same that the senior members decided to do something to appease the group. On 8th December, they planned an attack on the rival group, but it was aborted as they couldn't get any vehicle. Instead, they sharpened their weapons. With Tan's help, the group managed to get a vehicle on the 14th of December.
Korang lah. The rest follow me lah.
Okay, follow mak.
Meanwhile, members of the rival gang heard about the planned attack and made themselves scarce. When the gang arrived, they saw instead a group of Indian boys sitting at a table. They were assumed to be members of the rival gang.
Alright. Hey, take lah. Take. Go. Gila lah.
The gang attacked anybody who was in their way. At that time, Siva Prakasam was sending his friend to the bus stop when he was attacked. Gabriel, on the other hand, was on his way home.
I stay here.
After the brutal attacks, some young members questioned whether they had got the right targets. No one really knew.
Hey, you think Gilang Hall return on their head, is it? You must slash panna.
It took a month of investigation for the police to establish the identities of all the 14 members. All were arrested and convicted. They were sentenced as follows. Sega was sentenced to death after being found guilty of murder. The rest were convicted of rioting and causing grievous hurt with dangerous weapons. Moses and Nagantharan were sentenced to 3.5 years imprisonment each. Brendan, Silva Kumar, Sheikh Abdul Kadir and Lee Thiam Soon were each given 4 years and 3 strokes of the cane. The rest were only 15 years old at the time of the offence. They were each given 31 months imprisonment.
After the incident, I could not sleep. I was scared because the police will put me behind bars and I didn't want to go into prison. I regretted and I still regretting of what had happened. It's not worth it to join in secret society and you'll waste your life.
It's disturbing to see teenagers involved in such senseless and violent crimes where innocent bystanders become victims. Youngsters who resort to violence and think they can get away with leniency because of their age will have to think again. Police will come down hard on them regardless of age. Police will be tough just as they are tough on other criminals. So don't get involved in gangs, but if you already are and wish to get out, you can contact the head of the Secret Societies branch CID at this number 3266 347 and after office hours at 323 0000. The number again 3266 347 and after office hours at 323 0000. This was a tragic case of mistaken identity. A group of innocent passers-by were brutally attacked by a gang who had no idea who they were after. What's more alarming is the involvement of teenagers in violent crimes. Out of the 14 members, 7 were below 18 years old.
We'll take a break now. When we come back, we look at some cheating cases and how you can avoid being cheated. Stay with us.
Welcome back. We now take a look at confidence tricksters. They pretend to be your friend, relative, salesman or repairman, but with one motive on their mind, to cheat you of your money.
Well, according to statistics given by the police, confidence tricksters comprise the majority of cheating cases in both 1994 and 1995. Last year alone, there were 939 cases, more than half of all cheating cases.
These conmen use a variety of methods to cheat their victims. In the following story, 3 tricksters, Muhammad Isa, Muhammad Aspri and Ismail bin Pato Rasi, tricked their victims into believing in the magical powers of a talisman.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
Boleh tumpang tanya, kompleks membeli belah di sini di mana?
Belah?
Iya.
Saya kurang pasti ya.
Kurang pasti ya.
Muhammad Aspri pretended he did not know Muhammad Isa and offered to help. The third accomplice, Ismail bin Pathol Razi, was keeping watch.
Okey, Pak. Terima kasih, Pak. Ya.
Sama-sama. Apa tu, Pak? Tak, apa ya? Barang apa ni?
Tak.
Barangnya kok hitam.
Barangnya bagus ni. Azimat.
Azimat apa?
Barang azimat.
Betul ke?
Iya.
Entah, saya tak
Mari
tahu.
kita pergi sana tanya orang tu.
Orang tu?
Yang tadi.
Okey, mari.
Mari, come. Bang. Nanti bang. Barang apa ni bang? Ada barang apa yang abang kasi ni tadi?
Muhammad Isa claimed that the talisman would endow the owner with magical powers. He then proceeded to demonstrate the power of the talisman. He used the sharp end of a blade to cut the victim's hair and then manipulated the blunt end to slash his arm.
Lihat. Tidak ada apa-apa. Kalau saya minta Bapa wang untuk ini, Bapa sanggup tak? Boleh. RM2. Tak ada apa. Tidak apa. Saya tahu itu tak mau wang anda. Bapa pula bagaimana? Bapak sanggup tak Bapa? Bagus barang ni. Wang juga saya bisa jampi. Wang ini akan berganda. Tapi Bapa harus pusing di belakang.
Kenapa masih pusing belakang?
Kalau
pusing
tidak,
depan tak boleh?
Tidak, zimat ini tidak akan menjadi. Kalau Bapa pusing belakang, zimat ini akan lagi kuat lagi.
Pusing belakang?
Iya. Bapa pusing belakang. Saya taruh dompet Bapa balik ya. Sekarang Bapa jalan 100 meter. Jangan pusing belakang, kalau tidak zimat ini tidak menjadi.
Meanwhile, Muhammad Aspri and Muhammad Isa made their way to the roadside where Ismail bin Pathol Razi had hailed a taxi. They thought they could make it this time, but they were wrong. Detectives who had been following them for some time moved in.
Muhammad Isa, Muhammad Aspri and Ismail bin Pathol Razi were charged and convicted for 19 cases of cheating.
Be wary of strangers. Don't be taken in by what they can offer you. This time it's a talisman with magical powers. Next time it could be a magic stone. So if you suspect anything, inform the nearest NPP with details of the culprit.
Cheating through the phone is another method commonly used by conmen. They pretend to be a friend or relative, and they usually prey on the elderly and housewives who are alone at home. This is what happened in one incident.
Hello?
Hello, auntie, 你好冇？
你是谁啊？谁啊？
你炒几点？
你啊？阿顺对无？
对啦，auntie，安怎你真假？哎呦！
安怎你安尼久无来？
我最近我真无闲做工。
安尼看下，有闲来做咯，
Lee Keng Singh pretended to be Madam Tan's nephew Asun. He asked her for a loan of $3,000 to purchase some spare parts for a shipment to Indonesia. He promised to return the loan by the end of the month. Lee Keng Singh also told Madam Tan that he was too busy to collect the money personally. He would send a friend to collect the money on his behalf.
Auntie, 我是阿順嘅朋友，你嗰啲廿女。
你是阿順嘅朋友啊？
是啊。
好。
依家做物件。
你叫阿順錄影起來做嚇。
好，咁就 auntie 嗬。
4 days later, Lee Keng Singh called Madam Tan again and asked her for a further loan.
阿順啊，什麼代誌無？什麼啊？我一日給你3000塊了，你轉過來1500塊，安怎會安尼多錢？安尼款啊？安尼款無你等者，我看我有安尼多位無？你過5分鐘你卡起來啦，
Madam Tan became suspicious. She decided to call her nephew Asun. It was then that she realized she had been duped.
Hello? 請問阿順對無？你就是阿順啊？
Madam Tan immediately made a report at the neighborhood police post.
這個現象我要來報案。
The police advised Madam Tan to inform them should the conman call again. On the following day, Madam Tan received another call from Lee Keng Seng.
Hello? Hả? À Xuân à? Anh khoan hả? Thôi đó. Hả tới 2 tiếng bỏ đó, nó kêu đi bình yêu nào đó khác tên rồi hả? Okay.
Madam Tan immediately called the police.
Lee Keng Seng was subsequently caught by the police. Further investigations revealed that Lee Keng Seng had committed 8 other similar cases involving the elderly. The total sum of money he cheated amounted to almost $11,000. Lee Keng Seng was charged and sentenced to 5 years imprisonment.
The police advised the public to be more wary of such con men. They often prey on those left alone at home, especially the elderly. Here's some advice. Check and verify with other family members in order to find out if the caller is genuine, especially when money is involved. Do not act on the call if you're not sure. Wait for the return of someone in the family. If you have elderly people or housewives who are at home alone, discuss with them what to do should such situations occur. Call the police for assistance.
Another way in which conmen persuade their victims into giving them money is through promises of cheap goods or quick returns. This was how Tan Hock Ben cheated his victims.
棒，好久不见，近来好吗？还不错啊，合不合？搞了些小生意，有没有空一起喝咖啡？喝咖啡啊？什么事？有点好东西介绍给你。好东西啊，好吧，走吧。
At the drinking session, Tan Hock Ben told his friend he had a forex investment scheme which could earn good returns. He asked his friend whether he was interested in joining the scheme. His friend was finally convinced. 2 days later, he handed over a sum of $1,200 to Tan Hock Ben.
对了，好，这次全靠你了，不用怕，你回家等我好消息吧，好吧？
The victim never heard from Tan again.
Tan Hock Ben has since been arrested and charged for 43 cases of cheating, 1 case of attempted cheating, and 7 cases of theft of ATM cards. He was sentenced to 6 years imprisonment.
Be careful of those who promise you handsome profits in a short time.
Don't be taken in so easily. There's no such thing as quick money. If you have any doubts, call the police.
We take a break now. When we come back, details of a crime still unsolved. Police need your help.
Welcome back. About 2 months ago, on Monday, March the 18th, 23-year-old Malaysian Tam Tin Tak was attacked by 3 men outside Golden Landmark building after shopping. Tam Tin Tak died a week later. Here are the details.
It was about 5:40 in the afternoon when Tam Tin Tak was seen running down the staircase of Golden Landmark building facing Victoria Street. 3 men were hot on his heels. At this junction, Tam Tin Tak made a turn and ran towards Ophir Road. The 3 assailants gave up the chase. They ran across the road towards Victoria Street and disappeared into the crowd. Tam Tin Tak continued running along Ophir Road. He finally stopped at a shop house.
兄弟，啊，
燒扒，
來，我估佢幾先，來，我估你幾先，我哋記到。
The proprietor then called the police, who arrived within minutes. Tam Tin Tak told the police that he had been attacked for no apparent reason. Tam Tin Tak went into a coma. He survived a week before he finally succumbed to his injuries.
Tam Tin Tak's possessions were intact. The motive for the attack remains unknown. On March the 18th at around 5:40 in the afternoon, someone called the police reporting that there were 3 men fighting with bottles outside Golden Landmark building. We would like to contact him. If you have any information on the 3 men, please call the police hotline at 1-800-225-0000. That's 1-800-225-0000. All information will be kept strictly confidential.
Well, that's it for Crime Watch tonight. Until the next episode, good night.
Good night.
Good evening and welcome to Crime Watch. I'm Madeline Tan.
And I'm ASP Tristan Sim.
On tonight's program, how police solved a murder in King George's Avenue. And we'll also pay tribute to women in the police force, their challenges and achievements over the past 50 years.
And we need your help to trace the whereabouts of 2 men who can assist us in the investigation of a murder at Block 498, Jurong West, Street 41 on the 27th of February this year.
On 13th of March 1997, police solved the brutal killing of 53-year-old Siva Pakyam Veerapan.
Siva Pakyam was the landlady of Andrew Geraldine, alias Maria. Maria and her 3 friends resorted to violence after she had a tiff with her landlady. Maria and 2 of her friends received the death sentence for the murder of Siva Pakyam, while the 4th accomplice was jailed.
Mansoor Abdullah and Nazar Qasim posed as potential tenants, wanting to look at the room she had available for rent. Little did she know that they had more dire deeds on their minds. Veerapan was 53 years old at the time of her death. Maria, a prostitute, had been renting a room from Siva Pakyam for a few months. But not long after she moved in, relations started to sour. One morning, after a particularly bad quarrel, Maria decided to do something about it. She met her friends, Mansoor Abdullah, Nazar Qasim and Kamala Rani, and spent the entire time complaining to them about her landlady.
I thought about it, no? She's got a lot of jewelry.
It didn't take much persuasion for Mansoor, Nazar and Kamala to help Maria. Returning home, Maria packed a small bag of clothes and surveyed the situation. Seeing that everything was normal and nobody was suspicious of her, she left. Mansoor, who was jobless, and Nazar, a coffee shop assistant, were both homeless. For the past 6 months, they have been sleeping on the seats of Vera Park Stadium.
Son is still upstairs. He'll be going to work soon. So once he leaves,
We go up.
பத்திரமா போயிட்டு வாப்பா.
சரிம்மா.
வேலை முடிஞ்சோடனே வெளில நான் வந்துடுறேன். அம்மா சமைச்சு வைக்கிறேன். ஓகே? ஆஃபீஸ்க்கு போனோடனே அம்மாவுக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணியா? ஓகேயா? பத்திரம் போயிட்டு வா.
This would be the last time her son would see her alive.
Come, let's go. Here, don't forget to use this.
So how are they going?
You want to rent a room from her, that's all. Huh? I wait for you here.
Making his usual morning call to his mother, Sivapakyam's elder son ran several times that morning. They did not find any jewelry and left the crime scene empty-handed.
Hello, Ramesha. நான் வீட்டுக்கு ஃபோன் அடித்தேன், அம்மாவை காணோம். எதுக்கும் நீ போய் வீட்டுக்கு போய் பார்க்குறியா, ஏதாவது நடக்குதாங்க? ஓகே சரி.
சரி. நான் எப்போ போகிறேன்? Okay, bye.
You said she got a lot of jewelry. You promised us.
Of course she has. I know she has. She always wears jewelry.
Look at us. All this blood, all for nothing.
How do I know? Maybe she keeps it in her son's house. How do I know?
Yeah, you know nothing. You're stupid.
What do you mean? Who do you think you're talking to?
All of you, please stop fighting. Someone might hear us.
Let's get rid of his clothes. Let's go.
Meanwhile, police received an anonymous call.
Yeah, robbery at Jalan Besar. I just saw one Indian woman and 2 Indian men at Farrer Park Stadium. Yeah, there was blood all over their clothes. Yeah, you better go there now.
A police car was immediately dispatched to Farrer Park Stadium. Patrol officers searched through the grounds but found nothing suspicious, except for Mansoor.
Echo Romeo 22 to control, over.
A check revealed that Mansoor was wanted by the Singapore Civil Defence for absence from duty without leave. He was brought back to Tanglin Police Division.
Code red.
Hello, police? Yeah, I'd like to report a murder. It's King George's Avenue, Block 804.
Hello, Inspector Yo here.
Hello, this is SIO Yaya from Tangling. Do you have any reports of robbery at Jalan Besar?
Negative. No reports received at this moment. Okay. Hello. Yes. King George's Avenue. Okay. At Block 804. Okay. We are on our way lah.
Inspector Yo and her officers arrived at the scene shortly. The Special Investigation Section from CID was also alerted to the scene.
We have not established it, okay, but it's very tight. Most probably to male subject. Okay.
How about this clear?
This one we found it lying there with blood stain.
Neighbors were also interviewed to check if anyone had seen or heard anything.
How do you know the disease?
Maria returned to the flat. Instead of making a run for it, she returned to the scene of the crime. Why she did so still remains unknown till today.
Did you see anything strange going on this morning before you left?
Well, I don't know if this got anything.
Inspector Yo noticed Maria's initial nervous behavior, but attributed it to shock. Under intense questioning by the now suspicious Inspector Yo, Maria started changing her story. Now she claimed that she saw 2 Indian men in the flat that morning attacking Siva Pakyam. Maria then gave Inspector Yeo a detailed description of Mansoor and Naza. Too detailed because it showed that it was not the first time that she had seen the 2 men. Remembering the call she received from Inspector Yaya earlier, Inspector Yeo called in.
Is he 23 years of age, Indian, about 1.6 meter tall?
That's right. I got this description from a witness who said she saw one of the assailants. I believe the male subject is involved with this murder. So can you question him again?
804, for what reason?
I told you just now I went to take my clothes.
With Maria's over-detailed description of the 2 assailants, as well as the fact that she kept changing her story, officers now suspected that Maria had had a hand in the murder of Siva Pakyam. At 2 p.m. that day, Maria was brought back to CID. She was now their prime suspect. Mansoor was also brought to CID for questioning.
Kill her! I wasn't even in the house. How can you ask me?
Maria said the landlord she wanted us to teach her a lesson. She said the landlord always calling her names. Said she got a lot of jewelry. Want us to teach her a lesson.
Before the end of the day, it was established that Maria initiated the plan that led to the murder. Later that night, in accordance with police procedure, Mansoor led police back to the storeroom where the bloodied clothes had been left. DNA testing on the blood from the clothes and that of the deceased matched. Maria and Mansoor also revealed the names of their accomplices. An island-wide alert was put up for Naza and Kamala. Kamala was planning to hide out in Johor Bahru, but she never made it across the border. She was arrested at Woodlands checkpoint at 12 midnight. Naza Kasim, who was on the run, was also eventually arrested. After a 17-day trial, Mansoor Abdullah and Naza Kasim were found guilty and convicted of murder. They were sentenced to death. Maria was initially convicted of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. However, the prosecution appealed, and the Court of Appeal convicted her of murder and sentenced her to death. Kamala Rani pleaded guilty to a charge of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. She was given a 7-year jail term. Maria, Mansoor and Naza were hanged this year on the 26th of February.
Through their alertness, police were able to connect 2 seemingly unrelated incidents, the robbery report and the arrest of Mansoor, to the same crime.
Good questioning skills also led police to see that Maria, who was initially a witness, was actually the ringleader.
As a result, the murder of Siva Pakyam was solved in less than a day.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, Crimewatch celebrates 50 years of women police officers in the Singapore Police Force. Stay with us. Welcome back. This year marks the 50th anniversary of women police officers in the Singapore Police Force.
Over the years, women officers have progressed to a stage where they are now exploring roles which were once male-dominated.
Crimewatch traces how far they've come through the years. Women officers of today enjoy bigger career opportunities in the Singapore Police Force. They contribute about 13% of the Singapore Police Force. That translates to 974 women officers out of 7,406 officers that make up the Singapore Police Force today. They hold a wide range of positions, such as riot control, police coast guard, and counseling in the rape investigation squad, as well as key administrative roles. But the road to success wasn't always easy. Upon their admission in 1949, they found themselves deployed to guard female accused persons in the lockup, traffic control, in anti-vice operations, and as drivers.
Being a women police officer in those days was very strange because no one had any experience of what to do with us or how to train us, or the public couldn't accept the fact that there were women police officers, so it was a very strange and uncertain atmosphere.
The future may have seemed uncertain for them, but it was through sheer perseverance and the love for the job that the pioneer batch of women officers was able to pave the way for better things to come.
Well, they can expect a very challenging job, one that gives equal opportunities to everyone.
And the last few years have proved just that, with a significant increase in the number of women officers promoted to high-ranking positions. Jessica Kwok, Assistant Director of CID Operations, is a fine example.
In the area of investigation policy, I look into procedural matters, and in this connection, I work very closely with Attorney General's chambers for advice, as well as other enforcement agencies in other parts of the world. Perhaps I may also add that I take charge of the International Affairs branch, which oversees the Interpol office. So in this connection, I do have quite a lot of liaison with foreign police forces as well. Women police officers play an important part in CID. Not only do we have officers dealing with investigations, we also have officers doing work that supports investigations, such as scene of crime work and other forensic work.
ASP Chua heads one of the busiest divisions of the 7 land divisions in Singapore. We asked her what a typical day at Central Police Division is like.
Every day what I do is I'll come in early in the morning and we will go through what we call the morning review panel. We'll review all the cases that has happened in the last 24 hours because all cases will have to be investigated by my officers.
She finds her stress outlet in sports. As captain of the national hockey team for several years now, ASP Chua and her teammates did Singapore proud when they won the gold medal in the 1993 SEA Games. But for these women of steel, dealing with the pressures of work is just one area of their lives. For many are married with children and families that also requires their attention. How do they cope with the rigors of juggling work and family commitments? Inspector Wong, a staff officer with the Manpower Department, who's also one of the top woman sharpshooters in the force, speaks with Crimewatch.
There are times I need to work at night or stay in the office for longer hours to complete my work. My husband will take care of the family. He has been very supportive for all this year.
And support from management at work is equally important, with flexi-hour work schemes implemented to help the many women officers cope with shift duties whilst juggling family commitments. For instance, working mothers in the police force are given 5 days unrecorded leave whenever their children fall sick, as well as priority to book leave during the school holidays to enable them to spend time with their children. And in the last few years, other new arenas of work have opened up to women officers, such as the Special Operations Command, Riot Control, and the Police Coast Guard.
Now proceed from right to left.
ASP Geraldine Tan, once the commanding officer of a coastal patrol craft, is now the first woman commanding officer of the Technical and Maintenance Squadron of the Police Coast Guard.
As a commanding officer of a coastal patrol craft, I had about 14 crew members. Now in technical maintenance, I have about 70.
Sergeant Salim E is a fast response car driver, a position once strictly male-dominated.
I find it's very exciting to be a police officer whereby you can handle a lot of situations whereby not much people can be able to handle it.
And while women officers in the front line have their roles to play, other women officers have also worked behind the scenes in the staff departments. One such women officer is Inspector Elizabeth Wong. Heading the protocol unit of the Public Affairs Department, Inspector Wong, together with a team of officers, plan itineraries for visitors to the police force.
My aspiration is to inspire myself and my colleagues in the Singapore Police Force to greater heights and be resilient enough to measure up to its dynamism as a world-class organisation.
Susan Koh, a direct entry assistant superintendent of police from the operations department, talks about her aspirations.
And learning in order to demonstrate capability of assuming the responsibility. I think it is important to entrench SPF's core values and mission to guide every step of the way. One must be totally committed to achieving excellence as an individual and for the organisation. To me, as a police officer, this vocation commands a high degree of honesty, loyalty and integrity, which will far exceed the pride and dedication in any job.
As we commemorate our 50 years of history in the Singapore Police Force, I would like to invite all my fellow women officers to join me in continuing the journey of service to the nation into the next millennium with even greater pride and passion.
The highest-ranking woman officer in the Singapore Police Force today is Superintendent Lois Lim, Director of Administration and Finance. Superintendent Lim shared with us some inspiring thoughts.
So that we could collectively work towards ensuring the security and safety of our community and help build Singapore into our best home.
And if you are keen on becoming a vital part of the police force, call the recruitment hotline at 1-800-352-0000.
We take a short break. When we come back, the police need your help to trace the whereabouts of two men who can assist the police in a murder committed at Block 498, Jurong West, Street 41. Stay with us.
Welcome back. The Central Narcotics Bureau is issuing new warrant cards to all its narcotics officers, together with a badge of office.
The new warrant cards and badges are part of the Bureau's continuous efforts to enhance the image and professionalism of CNB officers.
Each card has the CNB crest on the right-hand side with the officer's photograph on the left-hand corner.
The new cards are not only more durable, but cannot be easily tampered with or forged, as several security features have been added.
All narcotics officers have been issued with the new warrant card and badge as of 23rd March this year.
Next, the police need information on the whereabouts of these two men.
We believe they may be able to assist us in the investigations of a murder that took place in front of Jing Shen Food Court at Block 498, Jurong West, Street 41, on the 27th of February this year.
On the 27th of February this year at 4:55 p.m., police received an anonymous call informing them that a group of men were fighting and one of them was injured at Block 498 Jurong West Street 41 in front of Jing Shen Food Court. The police arrived 5 minutes later to discover the deceased lying on a grass patch with several stab wounds. Lo Chai alias Achai and Simban Hok alias Bon Chai were last seen at the Jing Shen Food Court around 4:55 p.m.
Anyone who may have information on the whereabouts of these two men, please call 225-0000. That's 225-0000. All information will be kept strictly confidential.
And that's our program for tonight. Join us again on the next Crime Watch. Until then, good night.
Good night.
Hurry up. We'll be late.
What happened?
Someone came into the house.
Are you alright?
Yes.
I'll call the police. You call your parents.
The gate and the door were not locked.
Okay.
The girl says the grandma normally comes at 7 a.m. to send her to school.
Okay.
So the parents usually don't lock it.
The girl mentioned that the guy wore a hoodie, so she couldn't see his face clearly.
Mandy! Mommy! Okay?
Don't worry, she's fine, Mrs. Lim.
I'm SIO Naresh. You are her parent?
Yes, I'm her father, Mr. Lim. What happened?
One of your neighbors called to report a house breaking into your house this morning. Mr. and Mrs. Lim, I need a favor from you all. Can you go and check your house to see whether anything is missing? And if there's anything missing, can you just inform my officer over here?
Yes, of course.
Morning. Hey, Nizam, you better hurry or else you'll be late to clock in. Okay. This is your schedule for the day. Hey, by the way, you still owe me $100.
Aiya, I promise you, next payday I pay you lah.
You better, man.
You know right, the pay is too low.
Stop smoking and you'll be rich. Hey, I think your girlfriend is also here to collect her money.
Aida? Hey, Aida, why you... Okay, never mind. Anyway, I want to show you our photos in my Facebook. You look very cantik, sayang. Oh! What was that for?
Cheater! You never told me that you're married. Don't call me again. Liar.
Sayang, I'm home.
Sayang, why you come home so early?
I finished work early lah.
Okay. Makan not ready. Give me 30 minutes.
It's okay. I go out for a smoke first, eh?
$6.15? Why so early, bang?
Don't worry. Just some extra work. Go back to sleep.
sorry, but I have to ask you a few questions.
It's okay.
Did he?
No, but he touched me. He groped and touched me, but he didn't.
Did he take anything?
No, I've checked. All of my cash, valuables, jewelries are still here.
Did you manage to take a look at him?
No, he was wearing a jacket with a hood or something.
Any distinctive markings on the hood?
I didn't see anything. No, wait. He was wearing a spectacle. There were white markings, 3 white stripes on the specs.
Thank you. I'm sorry, but our crime scene officer will have to seize your clothing for forensic examination.
I understand.
Sir, the prints found from the site, they are not in our database. And a DNA swab from our victims, they are also negative.
Okay, so our suspect has no past records. Over the past 2 years, there have been break-ins reported in and around Block 620. But unfortunately, we have no concrete evidence and no clear description of the suspect.
Sir, the victims were those who often leave their gates or front doors unlocked, or those who carelessly leave their keys hanging within reach.
And many of the units broken into, there are multiple tenants, and usually they leave their doors unlocked, so it's easy for tenants to go in and out.
So in most of the cases, the female victims reported being molested and also sexually assaulted.
Most of the crimes appear to be crimes of opportunity because of the complacency of the residents in the area. Isaac, put out crime alerts to all residents in this area and ask our foot patrol officers to be extra vigilant as well.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, this is Miss Lee and her helper, Yati. She chased the culprit this way and lost him at the 3rd level.
Isaac, make a check.
Okay.
I think my dad forgot to lock the doors again. He's always doing that. He's elderly and quite forgetful.
Did you manage to take a good look at him?
Yes, if I see him again, I will recognize him. He was wearing a jacket with a hood and glasses.
Was there anything stolen?
Yes, $150. I must have surprised him when I woke up.
What about you, Yati? Did you see his face?
No, ma'am.
What about the attire he was wearing?
Blue jacket and black trousers.
Trousers, not jeans.
Trousers, ma'am.
I think he was wearing some kind of uniform underneath his jacket. It looks like a name tag or something.
Sir, this is the photo from the police camera.
Okay, good. Release this photo to the media to see whether anyone recognizes him. And also upload this photo on our SPF Facebook page as well.
Yes, sir.
Police hotline, how can I help you?
Hi. I'm not sure, but I just saw a face that you posted on SPF Facebook that I recognized. I think I may know who he is.
Who is he?
His name is Nizam. Muhammad Nizam.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Sir.
Yeah?
I just got a call from our hotline.
Okay.
Someone recognized the photo from our media release.
Oh, okay.
She said it's Muhammad Nizam.
Mm-hmm.
And his address is block 620.
That's exactly where all the break-ins have been happening. Do we know where he's working?
Yeah, this is where he works.
Hi, I am SIO Naresh from Jurong Division.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you. I'd like to speak to you about one of your employee, Muhammad Nizam. Is he around today?
No, Nizam is out on duty today.
So what is working hours like?
Usually 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Depends on the clients.
Do you have his attendance records?
Yes, all our employees are required to clock in and clock out. Come, let me show you.
Okay, thank you.
This is for the month. And I have all his previous attendance records here as well. As you can see, Nizam is a very good worker. Always comes in on time, 8 a.m. every day without fail.
And this is the standard uniform also?
Yes, our company policy. Excuse me, I have to take the call.
Okay, sure.
Sir, Nizam attendance is always from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Last week on the date of Miss Lee's assault, he also clocked in at 8 a.m.
Most of the break-ins at Block 620 also happened before 8 a.m.
Sir, I did a background check on Nizam.
Okay.
I managed to find some photos of him online.
Okay.
Based on the timestamps, I was able to determine they were uploaded during the same period.
The offense happened in May 2009.
Yeah.
Let's see how he looked back then.
The girl mentioned that the guy wore a hoodie, so she couldn't see his face clearly. There were white markings, 3 white stripes on the specs.
This photo was taken in 2011, just a few days before the break-in.
The photo seems to match the description given by the victim for that case. It also seems that from end 2011 till end 2013, there have been no further reported break-ins. Looks like he was lying low during that period and has just started his crime spree again.
Yes, sir. Hello?
Police hotline.
Yes. I saw a photo on the police Facebook. I think it looks like me. Can I know what's all that about?
Your name, please.
Muhammad Nizam.
Please hold on a minute, sir.
Hello? Okay. Yes? Sir.
Yeah?
Is Muhammad Nizam on the line?
Pass me the phone. Hello, this is SIO Naresh. Can I help you?
Yes. I saw a photo on police Facebook. I think it looks like me. What's that all about?
Why don't you come down to the station and we can discuss this further?
Okay.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to see Ayo Naresh.
Hello, Naresh. Please take a seat. I'll let you know once he's here.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, there's someone here for you.
Here.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Muhammad Nizam? Hi, SIO Naresh. Can you follow me this way? Yeah, come. This is you in the photograph?
Yes. Is there any problem?
Mr. Nizam, we are investigating into a series of house breakings that have happened around Block 618 to 620. Do you know anything about these cases?
No. I don't know anything.
You live at block 620, am I correct?
Yes.
So where were you last Sunday between 6 to 7 a.m.?
I was at home, sleeping. Where else?
Mr. Nizam, I have already spoken to your wife. She told me that you were already at work.
Maybe. Look, I really can't remember.
Okay, there was a case of house trespass and outrage of modesty on that Sunday morning. Do you know anything about that case?
So, what's that got to do with me?
Because this photo was taken from the CCTV at the time of that offense.
Sir, I live at block 620. So I guess it's not strange that it will show up on CCTV. Just like thousands of residents who live there.
It may not be strange, but the victim positively identified you.
Yes, it's him.
Are you sure it is him?
Yes.
What do you have to say to that?
She must be mistaken.
Well, okay. Mr. Nizam, we've also lifted fingerprints and DNA from the crime scene. So tell me, Mr. Nizam, do you think the fingerprints and DNA are going to match yours? Mr. Nizam, you have already been caught. It will be best for you to come clean and cooperate with the police.
Yes. I've committed a crime and I will cooperate fully.
Muhammad Nizam bin Ahmad was charged with housebreaking and theft and outrage of modesty. He was sentenced to 5 years jail and 9 strokes of the cane. To protect yourself against housebreaking and theft, the police would like to advise home occupants to adopt these crime prevention measures. Ensure that all doors, windows, and other openings are well secured with good quality grills and close-shackled padlocks. Secure all doors and windows before retiring to bed or when leaving your home unattended, even for a short while. Install a burglar alarm, sensor light, and/or closed-circuit surveillance camera to cover the access points into your premises. Ensure that they are tested periodically and in good working condition. Do not leave valuables such as cash and handphones or house keys near the sliding window or at places which might be within the reach of outsiders. All cash, jewelries, and valuable items should be kept in a bank or in a good quality safe that's anchored to the wall or floor to prevent the safe from being carted away. If you're going away for a prolonged period, suspend newspaper subscription and arrange for someone to clear your mails and check on your home regularly. The community can also play a part to fight crime through active participation in neighborhood watch groups and citizen on patrol initiatives to safeguard the safety and security of your neighborhood. If you notice strangers loitering or behaving suspiciously around your estate, please call the police hotline at 1-800-255-0000 or call 999 for urgent police assistance.
You took my bag.
You shouldn't leave your bag unattended like that, especially when you're always so engrossed on the phone. If you want to use your phone, put your bag in front of you and then use the phone.
Okay. I think this bag fits your outfit very well. Shopping time.
What? Where? Wait. Hey, in crowded places, it's always good to put your bag in front of you.
Why?
Because somebody might just steal something from behind.
Like this?
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
Good. Cheryl, how are you going to pay for your new clothes?
My credit card.
So where's your credit card?
My wallet. Where's my wallet?
Here. Did you know a lot of people just dump their bags anywhere while they're paying at the cashier, or when they're ordering food, or when they're trying on new clothes?
Okay, then you buy.
What? How much is this?
Hey, thanks for accompanying me and carrying all my shopping bags. How much do I owe you for lunch?
Hey, Cheryl, don't expose your money in public like that. This will draw unnecessary attention. You'll be surprised how people's eyes can become very sharp when they see money. Anyway, lunch is on me.
Okay, then for dinner I want beef, lobster, dessert. Hey, my dinner! My dinner!
I don't understand why you still go shopping in a shopping centre when ordering online is so much easier. Let me show you how easy it is. I found this great online store that offers a new power bank at a great price.
Maxi shop, are you sure? And is it even a local company or not?
Nope, it's in Europe.
Did you know that businesses operating overseas may give you problems if you want to return defective goods and get your money back?
Don't worry, I've done my research on this company and its track record is actually quite good.
Okay, once you've done your homework.
Wow, this other side is even better. The power bank is 50% off market price. And buy one, get 3 free.
Is that even possible?
Why not? It's a real bargain.
Oh, real scam!
You're right. If it's too good to be true, it usually is.
Do you know any reputable online stores that sell shoes?
Wait
Hey, these are shoes I always wanted to buy. Quick, make an order for me. Here's my credit card and my CSV number is 543.
Hey Cheryl, don't be too quick to complete any transactions without checking all the details. And never send photos of yourself or give personal details like your credit card numbers or NRIC to people that you don't know.
I don't like online shopping. Real life shopping is more stressful.
As long as you take the necessary precautions, shopping is fun, online or offline.
Since it's still early, let's go pasar malam.
Hey, wait! So while you're having fun shopping this festive period, just remember to be extra careful whether you're shopping at the malls or shopping online. We've come to the end of this episode of Crimewatch. If you have any feedback, please drop us an email. Until next time, I'm DSP Julius Lim, signing off.